Welcome back to Sunday Yoga Ritual. This is the last Sunday of June, and this is where we come to reset our nervous system so we can feel more resilient and at ease. Throughout this month, we've been practicing the same sequence, the same postures, allowing some space for the mind to get used to the postures and to create space for us to notice the mind. So, as you move through today's postures, consider the thought patterns that you are having throughout the practice. Sometimes thought patterns can be like wanting to rush through, get through the sequence. I've done this before, or this is boring, or I don't like this pose. So, if you notice throughout, maybe just a few times, your natural thought patterns that are coming up, then when we come into Shavasana and we have that time and space, these things that are brewing in your aura can begin to work themselves out. When we have a little bit more awareness of what our thought patterns are and our habit patterns, that's when we can create space for transformation. Transformation happens on your dawning awareness. If you're constantly thinking, if you're constantly in the moment and you're thinking, I don't want to be in this moment, that's going to have an effect on your energy. So let's just get comfortable. Come into your own seat. Rest your hands on your lap. And I'll invite you to close your eyes if that feels good or safe enough. Begin to notice your natural breathing without needing to change anything. Noticing what's present. Body sensations. Those thought patterns. See if you can get a little heavier in your body. Perhaps even just letting your hands get a little heavier. Begin to let your awareness soak up more of your breath. Grab the reins of your breath, the leadership to draw your breath into your lower belly, all the way up to the crown of your head. And exhaling, using your core muscles to squeeze the last bit of air out. Repeat these breath cycles 3 or 4 times. Perhaps noticing if there's a sense of rushing or distraction. Each time your mind gets distracted with a thought or sensation, and you have the self-leadership to bring it back to the breath practice or the present moment, you're building the muscle for focus. When you're ready, after your final exhale completes, begin to blink your eyes open. Place your hand to the right. Press firmly down into the earth. Press into your thumb and index finger. Then inhale, left arm up and over, and turn your gaze to the ground. See if you can keep an evenness between your sitting bones as you press down into your right hand and stretch through your inner elbow of your left arm. Breathe into your left side body. Imagine drawing energy up from the ground. Use your inhale to rise back up with both arms, look up. And when you're ready, exhale, plant your left hand and reach right over. Begin to press down into your index and thumb and stretch through your left inner elbow as you steady your sitting bones on the ground. Begin to come up with your inhale, both arms up towards the ceiling, look up and take a sip of breath. Exhale, twist to the right. The back of your left hand comes to your outer right thigh. You can use your right fingertips to ground, like a kickstand. As you inhale, reach the crown of your head long. Exhale, hug your belly button towards your spine. On your next inhale, reach up. When you get to the top of your inhale, take a sip more breath. Twist to the left. Notice you're breathing at your lower belly. And with each exhale, hug your belly button to your spine. Belly button need not reach the spine, but is a way of using your muscles to release your exhale completely. Inhale, reach up, look up. Palms together and draw them down towards your heart. We'll rock over to hands and knees for cat-cow. Spread your fingers wide, and fingers can be slightly towards the outer edge of your mat. Stack your knees under your hips. When you're ready, press down into the ground with your hands. Inhale, arch your lower back and draw your chest forward, then your chin forward and up. When you're ready, with an exhale, press down into the ground, arch your back up towards the ceiling. Move through cat-cow 3 or 4 times at your own pace. Noticing any thought patterns or habits that arise here. Am I doing this right? I don't feel anything. Often it's our inner critic that comes online and wants to judge what we're doing. See if you can notice if that's coming up for you, and release the need to follow those thoughts. Come back to neutral. Shift your weight into your left hand for thread the needle. Inhale, right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, loop underneath your left armpit and walk your left hand forward. Notice your natural breath in your lower belly here. Nothing else to do. If you'd like, you could shimmy around to help find a better stretch, or perhaps even a lesser stretch. Take a full breath in, breathe into your backside body. Exhale completely. Notice how your belly button has to draw up to tone towards your spine here. And walk your left hand under your left shoulder. Press down into the earth. Come out the way you came in, reaching up, and replace your right hand. Shift your weight to your right hand and begin thread the needle on the left side when you're ready. Tune in to any sensations or any thoughts. Not all thoughts need to be true. When you're ready, walk your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Press down to come up and return to neutral. Once more, spread your fingers wide. Face them slightly towards the outer edge. Tuck your toes under and push back for down dog. Option to walk your dog here, bend one knee and then the other. You could sway your hips from side to side. Do any fluid motion that would feel good And then begin to find your stillness. Imagine your hands are on pickle jars, and you're going to open the pickle jars in opposite directions. Right hand turns towards the right, left turns towards the left. Then draw your chest down. Inhale, look forward. Begin to tippy-toe, walk all the way up to your hands. Place one hand on each elbow, forward fold. Please bend your knees generously. Could release your neck and shake your head no, nod it yes. Take a couple deep breaths here. Perhaps breathing into your backside body. Maybe your exhale, you can hang a little heavier. Release your hands down. You can place your hands on your shins or your thighs and walk yourself up to standing, to Tadasana, mountain pose. From mountain pose, inhale, reach up, look up. You could take a sip more breath here as your right hand grabs your left wrist. Exhale, bend to the right. Press down into your left foot and look down towards the ground. If you'd like a little more in this posture, pick up your right toes and follow your right toes with your gaze behind and over to the left. Bend into your left knee and keep the bend to the right. Come back up when you're ready. Release your arms down. Let's take a couple shoulder rolls. Reach your shoulders up to your ears and back down your back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up. Grab right wrist with left hand. And as you exhale, bend to the left. Pressing down into your right foot to stay rooted. If you'd like a little bit more here, pick up your left toes and draw them over to the right and continue to bend to the left. Draw your toes back around to Tadasana and release your hands down. We'll come down to constructive rest. Option to come down through yogi squat or just go ahead and find your way onto your mat. If you're taking yogi squat, step your feet as wide as your mat and begin to lower your hips. Bring your elbows between your knees. Press your elbows into your knees and your knees into your elbows as you lift your chest. Exhale, roll back into constructive rest. Pause here just to notice how your body feels, how your breath is moving through your body. Any thought patterns, any personal judgments, inner critic. Step your right foot over your left knee and begin to draw your right knee down towards the bottom edge of your mat. You could flex your toes toward your right knee. This is going to help protect your knee. Reach your arms out to a T or take goalpost arms. Please draw in a full inhale. As you exhale, lower your right foot to the left, look to the right. Supine twist. Nothing else to do here. You could release control of your breathing. Just become the witness to the way that your body breathes you. Inhale, return to center. And switch the cross of your feet. Flex your left toes towards your knee and begin to open your knee down towards the bottom edge of your mat. Press firmly into your right foot, down into the earth. Fill your body with air. As you exhale, lower your left foot to the right and look to the left. Let your body get heavy. There's no need to hold yourself up here. Next inhale, return to center. Let's draw both knees in towards your chest. You could reach your hands around your shins or your hamstrings. Perhaps rock side to side or even back and forth a little bit. A little massage for your spine. And find your stillness. We'll be here for several breath cycles before transitioning into Savasana. There's no need to control or lead your breath here. Perhaps you could imagine being like a little bird above, seeing you make these efforts for health and wellness, for resilience and connection. Notice your breath pace here without needing to change it. Pick up your forehead towards your knees and squeeze, giving yourself a hug for your practice. Then pour out into Shavasana. You might like a blanket or a pillow for your eyes. Let your ankles splay open. Take the hand position of your choice, perhaps palms face up. Let all your face muscles relax, imagining them smoothing, relaxing the corners of your eyes, the hinge of your jaw. As you settle into your Shavasana, a reminder to not follow the thoughts or sensations and to not ignore them either. This beautiful dance between noticing what's arising, yet not needing to follow or investigate. The process of yoga is sthira and sukha. Sthira is steadiness. Allow your body to be the steady foundation. with this steady foundation, our energy can move with ease. Sukha. Notice in your body if there's anywhere that feels holding or contracted, and see if you can release that. Perhaps holding in your hips or your belly. Maybe there's a stiffness or a contraction in your hands or your toes. Our steadiness need not be rigid, but soft. Allow energy, thoughts, sensations to continue to flow with ease for a few more moments. Let your body get heavy. From this place of easy flow, ask yourself for your intention for the week. Let it come to you. No striving, no reaching. Perhaps it's a word, a feeling, a color, or a shape. It need not make sense. If nothing came, let that be okay. Once more, let your body get heavy for our last few moments of Savasana. In your own time, you can begin to come back to a wakefulness, perhaps starting with deepening your breath or wiggling fingers and toes. Or perhaps you want to stay longer, and you're welcome to do so. As you feel more awake, you can bring bigger movements into your body before rolling to one side. Once you arrive back to your seat, we'll sit for a few moments of mindfulness. And take your time getting here. The process of the yoga postures, yoga asana, a physical practice, is to create stillness in the body, like shaking up a snow globe, and then we let it settle. So we would be remiss if we didn't take a moment for meditation at the end of our practice to notice any of that stillness, whether it be in body, breath, or mind, or a combination of the three. If you'd like, you could bring your hands to heart center. The gentle bow towards your heart, holding your intention in your hands and releasing when you're ready. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. It's so good to be with you again. I hope you can take this peaceful feeling into your week.